All right, Shalom. I want to start by giving all praise and glory unto you. How about Shema Shabbat, Shema Kakodash, double honor to the apostle and others, great millstone. Shalom to the Akim out there pushing the word of sincerity and the truth. Yeah, I want to speak on, the new arising of this new amoeba. The Most High is throwing everything out. We in those times, man. Major judgment, whether it's virus, bacteria, different strains. All this stuff is getting pushed out in the forefront. I can't really be too explicit, going to a lot of details of certain stuff because the algorithm of, unfortunately, the algorithm of YouTube yanks down anything when it's speaking on these different events, and they always try to call it medical misinformation when it's just truth. Look at all these articles. You got Fox, New York Post, ClickOrlando.com, Daily Mail, New York Post. Like I said, I didn't write not one of these articles. We just the messengers. The scriptures speak about who have, believed our report. We take this information and we filter it through the scriptures and show that this is all judgment from Yahweh Shema Shah. These things aren't coincidental. Whether it's the so-called white man pumping this stuff in the laboratory, splicing and pushing it throughout these different cities, or nature is developing these things. At the end of the day, it's all from the hand of Yahweh Shema Shah, because Esau is also known as the hand of the Lord, pursuant to Psalm 17 and 13. So just wanted to speak on that. Like they said, this is a deadly brain-eating amoeba, and they say by the time you actually figure out what's going on as far as the amoeba, this is it. Killer brain-eating amoeba are lurking, and it was one of the brothers, if I'm not mistaken, Jeremiah, Yahweh's servants. I seen this page on IG, where I got this article from, to the brother for such. But it says killer brain-eating amoeba are lurking in rivers and lakes across America this summer. Experts warn that by the time doctors know what's made you sick, it's already too late. Yeah. See, a lot of people try to, they're in a state of rest and contentment while the Lord is turning up the volume of hell on earth. All right, he's turning up the furnace of judgment, and look at that, 36 in Florida, look 40 in Texas, so these aren't no small numbers. And then now you're seeing this new sickness that's taking place, in the Americas, this giving Jake, these big boil like symptoms, this monkey stuff, monkey mess, So, and then we still dealing with the 19 or whatever strain we on, dealing with that virus. And guess what? There's many more that's going to be coming down the pipeline. It's not just these, and it's just going to stop from there. And scientists are going to find a baffling discovery to cure all sicknesses with a specific pill. Nah. Judgment is more and more judgment. Like I said, whether it's a bacteria, a virus, any type of, strain, these things are going to start attacking on an aggressive level. So it says Naegleria florali is a brain-eating amoeba that lives in fresh water around the U.S. and much of the world. It causes a bacterial infection by entering the nose and traveling to the brain. Infections are nearly always deadly, killing 97% of patients. There are no dedicated medical treatments. So what? Esau is going to try to, if it gets to that dire and becomes a state of emergency and a national epidemic or pandemic, Esau is going to run to the laboratory and try to create some type of treatment, whether it's through injections or pill form. He's going to try to, get you on some type of, witchcraft, in so many words. Esau never runs to the herbs of the earth, and, all these things that are pushing out too are leading closer to the MOTB, So it says a parasitic disease. Yeah, also parasites, a lot of these different parasites are going to be more heavily developed, Expert told DailyMail.com that the amoeba is rapid, progressive, and literally eats the brain tissue. Yeah, so it gets into your brain, and starts literally devouring away, you know, and you might feel like you have what's the word? Whenever you have a dementia, here it is. You might be 13. Oh, they got the little boys 13. Feel like your brain is, you starting to not be as edgy. And like they said, by the time you figure out, it's a little too late. He added that contaminated water ingested through the nose gives the amoeba a direct route to the brain, but swallowing water is safe because stomach acid kills the bacteria. There have been 2 reported cases of the infection this year, including a 13-year-old boy from Florida who is currently hospitalized after doctors initially diagnosed him with meningitis. There are among 154 confirmed cases on record since 1962 when the CDC started tracking infections. Yeah, so this infection has been out for a minute. They go into the different cases of these different lakes and bodies of water, that's infected, and could it have been some mad scientist that put these things in the water supply? I don't know if that was actually on cabin fever. I know it was some type of strain that got in the water, but I forget the origins of it. I was gonna say on some cabin fever stuff. Hey, it could be. We know that this devil, he doesn't play fair. All right, this devil is playing for keeps. Revelation 12:12. He wants to have a way to get into this new NWO on crackdown on the people. Whether it has to be whether it's a deadly bacteria or a strain or mass shootings to collect the guns, he's gonna do whatever it takes to keep that birthright, to keep that blessing, to keep that rulership, And we talking about the so-called white man. Revelations 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. Yeah, and at the end of the day, we all know, like I said, that this devil is the harbinger of death, and judgment isn't just taking place coincidentally. In most cases, I really believe that it's the so-called white man. Now we know, of course, that the scriptures speak about these treacherous times is going to happen. Matter of fact, because the Lord said a lot of you people are proud, man. Especially 2/3 of our people that's supposed to know better. They're not trying to turn back to Yahweh Shema Shah. They have a immense amount of time to retract from their ill dealings and their wicked ways and walk, with the Most High on one consent. But they'd rather commit adultery. They'd rather do drugs, sell drugs, scam. I was listening to the news how scamming damn near hit scamming is going up. You see all these people that's getting locked up for scammings and fraud, and you would think that most people would be fearful and shy away. No, more people are jumping into that lifestyle. You see? So Jake doesn't learn easily. Jake needs to be literally obliterated off the face of the earth. You see? 2 Ezra 8:50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time, which is the last days, shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. Yeah, Jake, walking, high-minded, feeling like they can't be touched. Jake got that untouchable mentality. Everybody getting touched around them in all their cities, states, counties, family members, but they still have this bravado. But guess what? Like I said, the Most High is going to turn these things up a lot more. And the fear of Yahweh Shema Shah has to be present with you, so that protectionary hedge could be with you. That's why you have to always, pray for repentance and mercy, and pray that the Lord covers you in these times. I just wanted to speak on that topic. Didn't want to have it too long. Hopefully, brothers and a few sisters edified, ended by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Shema Shah, Sharak HaKodash. Dub honor to the apostles and others, great millstone. Shalom Akim.